Thank you for watching our video on self-defense. This technique is escape the choke and is required for beginner students at Ellis County Martial Arts. The attack is a rear forearm choke. And I'll take a moment to explain that this is not a defense against someone who is well trained in judo or jiu-jitsu and knows exactly how to apply the rear naked choke or similar chokes. Those people already know how to do it correctly. If they catch you unawares, you're probably going to be passed out anyway. It's going to be very difficult for you to get out of it if they lock that in place. So this technique, as written, is against the person on the street who doesn't have a lot of training, but just thought it would be a good idea to sneak up behind you and choke you with the forearm. So from this position, Mr. Bustamante is going to come in behind, and with his right arm, he's going to circle around and apply pressure to the throat. Now, obviously he's not applying a lot of pressure right now because then I wouldn't be able to talk. But normally this would be pulling back against my throat, cutting off the air. Now, when you first feel this happen, I want you to drop your chin to your left shoulder. Okay? This is going to make it harder, not impossible, but harder for him to choke you out. All right, as some of the pressure is now going to be going against the side of your neck, the muscles here, and possibly your jaw. So immediately tuck your chin over to the side. At the same time, reach up with both hands and make hooks, crane hands. All right, hook in from here, one at the wrist and one at the forearm. Now, if he's grabbing tightly, in order to get this, you may end up gouging yourself in the neck with your own fingernails. And that's the price you'll have to pay to make this work. All right, so we've tucked our chin, we've made the hooks, and now I'm going to step with my right foot into horse riding stance. As I do, I will pull down aggressively, pulling his arm away from my throat. Now, it's not critical that you pull the arm all the way off. What is critical is that you can breathe. So even if you only move it an inch, as long as you can breathe, that's what's most important. So from this position, I'm going to pin, step, and then I'm going to hit. I'm pinning his arms here. I'm stepping over into the horse stance, opening up a line of entry, and now I'm going to perform a back elbow strike. Notice how the right hand is still hooked and still holding. Now, he may be fighting to get this back into the choke, so keep your head turned. But perform a left back elbow strike into the solar plexus. Immediately follow that with a hammer strike to the groin to get his head to come forward. Follow up with an upward lifting elbow strike under the chin, smashing his face back. At this point, ideally he'll start to stagger backwards. When you release the right arm, fling it away from you. Don't just let go. That's going to force him to use energy to bring it back. Now we're going to step out with the right foot and we're going to pivot all the way around, perhaps as far as 45-degree angles with the hands up. You are now facing your aggressor in a defensive position that will allow you to counter if new moves are coming. It is possible to go the opposite direction. We typically don't teach that for beginner students because you are more likely to end up back in the choke. So from this position, if you finish your strikes and you spin this way and you don't get the next move correctly, you're bringing yourself right back into the choke. So we're going to throw the arm away and we're going to pivot and face the attacker. Notice the hands are up in the high cover position. He is most likely to come back with a punch to the face area. So we're going to cover that area the most. All right, let's look at this again, a little bit more speed, and then we'll look at it from another angle. All right, so from here, let's move up just a little bit. He comes in with the forearm choke. 1, 2, yeah! Pivot, on guard from here. All right. Let's look at it from this angle. All right, and I'll go back to doing it slow again. All right? Turn the head and look. Hook with both hands. Pull down. Back elbow strike, hammer to the groin. Elbow up under the chin, snaps the head back. Throw the arm away. Pivot into the on guard position from here. Escape the choke. Thank you.